I'm back. Um, yeah, welcome. Chonko Comics and Nerd Culture. Um, mic a little closer. You can't see off camera, but I have a fancy pants mic. Works really well when I speak into it. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Well, I guess we'll start with the fit check. And yeah, rocking the Phantom Lady. Classic Matt Baker cover. Maybe the classic Matt Baker cover. Super expensive comic. They call it a Headlights cover. You can see why. And yeah, Headlights and Bondage cover. So when a lot of these Golden Age comics, they're collected for specific reasons. Pre-code horror, or Lady in a Red Dress, or um, sometimes it's just something controversial or strange, but also Bondage and Headlights covers. They call good girl art. I don't know that Phantom Lady is a good girl, but it's what they refer to it as from that era. Um, so going to show some comics that I got over the past couple days, and discuss the channel. And if you watch all the way through to the end, Chonko himself is going to make an appearance in this episode. So you'll get to see my dog. So might as well watch on through. I guess this is a YouTube tactic to make you watch through the video. So, yeah, I guess I'll start right off. So I subscribe to Comic Tom, his monthly box. I guess they call it a mystery box. It's not really that much of a mystery. You know a couple of the books that you're getting, and then he kind of stuffs in some other stuff into the box. And this month, everyone received a variant of Department of Truth. This is number 25, and it's a 1 in 400 variant. It's a really cool cover. It's like this kind of Lady Justice with puppet strings on Castro and Kennedy. I haven't read the series, but the cover is really, really interesting. So, gonna give it a check, see how it is. Next is kind of one of the flavors of the month. So this is a 1 in 2,500 variant, John Boy Myers for Magic #1. This is a lot of people have been picking this up, I guess. A lot of people really like the character Magic. I don't know if anybody ever saw the kind of universally panned and a lot of people saw the New Mutants movie. She appears in New Mutants, but that movie was awful. But I hope that they do reuse some of those characters from the New Mutants. New Mutants is a really interesting, really has a lot of great stories in it and a lot of really cool characters. Also in the Comic Tom box, got this Superman number 35 from 75 cents. This is probably early 90s. Just a I don't know, it's like Lex Luthor as Brainiac or something like that. Brainstorm. I don't know if that's what they're calling him in this. Not familiar with this at all, but just a reader copy. And also a Web of Spider-Man number 109. The Lizard, Living Laser is on there. Some other characters. Calypso. So, yeah, just kind of a couple reader copies that get thrown in. And he always throws in like a print of some type of art, and I have several of them hanging, but this is a really cool one. Green Goblin. So I'll probably hang this in the small but mighty comic room here. I also ordered some things to arrive with my box. As I mentioned, I got the Venom #2, the all new Venom #2, but I didn't have #1, so I ordered a variant, the John Jane. I like his artwork a lot. yeah, really cool. Again, use some light and everything. And then had a, this is a reprint of Omega Man number 3, first appearance of Lobo, but this is a modern reprint. But the main man himself, Lobo, who again is going to be appearing in the new Supergirl movie, and Jason Momoa is playing Lobo, which is going to be great. I think most people like the Lobo cover, or like Lobo as a character, and I think that's going to be. I, I I fully expect him to take over that movie, and then a uh, Wolverine, the John Jang Wolverine cover. I again, it's a cover by. I thought it was great, um, and uh, another Wolverine red band. So they mark these as for mature audiences, just like a lot more blood and stuff than normal in Marvel. But this is a recent red band. Um, then I got a few things from eBay. These arrived a little bit too late for yesterday's episode. Um, but yeah, we were talking yesterday. It's all uh, a an artist focused episode. These are Mark Spears covers, and they arrived too late for that. But again, great Mark Spears Zombie King Spawn for Image, uh, and another one for Image called the series called Scorched. Another Mark Spears, again the ghoulish kind of zombie with a machete type knife, right up my alley. Exactly what I like to see. Um, and then one other thing that arrived is, I think everybody knows I'm a big fan of Dave Sim. I've mentioned many times, and I should amend that. I'm a big fan of Dave Sim's work, his stories and his artwork. Um, Dave Sim as a guy, uh, specifically recent allegations that have surfaced. I I'm not going to vouch for Dave Sim as a human being. I don't know him, but he did this kind of in early 2000s. This Glamour Puss thing. It's almost like he was doing artwork for like almost like glamour magazines, but it's like mocking glamour magazines. But it's a lot of like kind of good girl art kind of stuff, and with the kind of classic Dave Sim wit. Um, she's the girl saying good, very good, fine, near mint in fact. Sorry about that, comic geek people. They don't let Glamour Puss write her own material. So yeah, comic nerd humor and Dave Sim humor, always good. Um, that's what I had for the reveals for the books that I was going to show. Um, just want to do one quick side note on eBay. I think I'm gonna maybe do a whole episode on eBay, but wanted everyone's opinion on eBay. If you place a bid, you're locked into that bid. Unless you have a very good reason, you have to pay the the amount that you said you bid. Uh, um, and usually it requires the seller's agreement for you to like back out once you've bought something. However, eBay allows the seller to back out of an auction after the auction's completed. I don't understand this. I think that all the way up until the final sale, I can understand. Like, look, I apologize, guys. I put the wrong price on there or something like that. That makes sense to me. But once it's gone completely through the auction, you you should be bound by what it's sold for. So what happened to me? This has happened a few times. Yesterday, there's a series called Boris the Bear that I used to collect back in the '90s, and it's not worth money. It's especially like raw copies of this. It's most people have never heard of it, but someone was selling like 10 issues of it, and they started the bidding at 99 cents. I think I put a bid up of like $7 or $8, and which I thought I'd probably win it because, again, nobody cares about this, but nobody else bid, so I won all 10 issues for $99, 99 cents. I'm sorry, not $99, 99 cents. It won. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, maybe you don't expect it to go for 99 cents, but you can set your starting value. You can set that value at whatever you want. So you have like a built-in reserve if you want to. You don't have to start at 99 cents. But I fully anticipated what was going to happen, and it did. He just refunded my bid money, the 99 cents plus shipping, and canceled it. And then I imagine he's just going to relist it. I just don't think it's ethical. I think, once you lock in, I mean, if you made that mistake, you should realize your mistake before the auction is done. I know it sucks. I mean, it sucks to have to give away like these 10 kind of nothing comic books for 99 cents plus shipping, but you did that. I didn't do that. I was bidding like $8 or whatever. You did that, not me. How do people feel about that? You think that's right? I don't. I think that if you've set the auction up in that certain way, and you've agreed to sell it based upon the highest bidder, and I'm the only bidder, and eBay locks in that bid at whatever the starting bid is, that's not my fault. And I'm paying you the shipping, and you should ship the books. I sell on eBay. I usually have like 30 something books up at any given time. Sold something just today actually, and I would never. I mean, if I agreed to sell something, you would get that book, and if anything happened to that book in shipping or whatever, I would. I know eBay would cover me, but I would cover you completely. There would never be like this type of a drama. So, yeah, comment below what you think of my opinion on that. Again, acknowledging full well that that's. I mean, it sucks for that person, but I still think you do what you say you're doing. So I'm going to pause this now, and when I come back, I'm going to have the dog. So 3, 2, 1. Here we are. Here is Chonko, the man, the myth, the legend, the thumbnail. he's very tired. He was sleeping in the other room. Chonko, he's falling asleep on me right now. Oh, so Chonko is an English bulldog, and he is he is about 6.5 months old. I got him. My dog died probably about 4.5 months ago. I had a 17.5-year-old dog, and it was terrible. And I decided I needed another dog, so I got a puppy. Even though this chunk doesn't seem like a puppy. He's got his tongue hanging out, but he's super funny. He's very sweet. He's extremely naughty, and he's not very smart. But he is a wonderful dog, and he's a big chunk, and he's appropriately named Chonko. Let's see if I can get him the big reveal. What do people do? What do people do on an internet? So Chonko will make appearances from time to time, I think, and I'm gonna have to take him back in there now. So yeah, keep tuning in, and yeah, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, I really appreciate it. I don't know what's going on with the algorithm. My last video had 9 views, and before that had 77 or something. Okay, but cheers for now. I got Jake Truck in the other room. He's falling asleep right on my lap. Hope you have a great weekend coming up, and yeah, cheers for now.